Alright, the first break of the day is we rolled for it, then the phone rings, so I'm just gonna. We did roll an 8 though. Andy, odds and ends, and a bunch of other people wanted to try one of these things. 8 times. 1. Eric Ossie, I just read that. 2. 3. Remember, this is letters of the first name on the card. If it is something like Civil War, it'll go to the C. Or if it's Titanic, it'll go to the T. Stuff like that. The first letter of the real word, not the word the or a or something like that. Like if it says a dog, it would go to D and dog. We won't have anything like that, but just in case. Alright, all the way down 8 times. Todd Rod is in the S, and that goes all the way down to the J. 8 times. Yeah, hopefully it's just like I say, guys, hopefully it's just like he ran out of gas and his phone died coincidentally. Or he was on his phone and it fell between the seats. He can't reach it. I don't know. Who knows? I'll let you guys know when I know. Know what I mean? Alright, here we go. This is the pieces of the past stuff. Local news will be channel, I don't know, CBS 17 or something like that. From where he is, I think it's CBS 17. Keep hearing cars pulling up. I want to see if it's him. Nick, these are on the website, $59.95. 6 box cases. And it's also strange that he would probably text me if he was coming in late. Hey man, I'm running late. I gotta do this or that. He ain't texting nobody. Simeon, oh, what does that mean, Simeon? Chris, I see Simeon 2. Is Simeon 1 in another break? No, you're in both of these. Simeon? You got 2 spots, right? Simeon 2. Number 3 and 5, H and T. You got 2 spots, right? Simeon, you got 2 spots? What's up, John Bond? Oh, okay, so you did get two. All right, just making sure. First is a 1954 dime. There's silver in that dime. John Kennedy goes to the J spot. Which is Andy? Odds and ends. Ronald Reagan, R spot. Civil War, C. Andrew Carnegie, A. Jimmy Carter. If I remember correctly, the J gets a lot of these pieces of the past things. Titanic, T. Ben Franklin, B. John D. Rockefeller, J. Martin Luther King, M. We'll put in there. Malcolm X, M. Norman Rockwell, N. And P.T. Barnum and Bailey, P. Trying to sort these out as we go. Liberty dime. I can't see the year on that, but it looks old. It's an old Liberty dime, first day issue. It says Mercury dime. 90% silver. Presidential. John Quincy Adams goes to the J spot. Hey, Andy, odds and ends, your dime collection is growing. That was a dime in there. That's your second dime. BM on that one. That was Barack and Michelle Obama. Dwight D. Eisenhower, D. Dwight D. again. Howard Hughes, H. H will go there. Henry Ford, H. Titanic, you go down like Titanic. Arnold, A is over there. Gandhi, G. Richard Nixon, N. R. And Charles Dickens is C. Wilt Chamberlain, Lego piece, Lincoln Log piece, 100-point game, March 2nd, 1962, game used forum floor relic. Going to the W. I just put that with that. Andy has a W, right? Yeah. All right, next up, Bob Marley, B. King George, G. Herbert Hoover, H. Charles Dickens, C. A lot of the same ones. That's the rub with this. Gandhi, G. John Kennedy, J. George Bush, G. Robert Kennedy, R. Gerald Ford, G. Abraham Lincoln, A. Galaxy Reptiles, it might already be oversold. The first one's already full. The second one have one spot. If it oversells, I'm going to have to void back all of them. What's up, Brad? The XYZ, you need some Y's in here? X and Z is not likely, but Y is more likely for a lot of names. Then again, for vintage, I don't know. Civil War on that one. For certain products, we probably should mix the letters up. Like, the way the letters are set there are good for most sports. But for vintage, mostly like, you know, and they only use like 20 subjects in here, I think. That might not be a good spot. I don't know. Well, then again, they have cut autographs and all that stuff. So you never know who the cuts will be. 1 of 1 jumbo relic, presidential stamp and matchbook cover. And that is James Buchanan, J. The J gets a lot of stuff. This much we know. Malcolm X, M. Ronald Reagan, R. Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton, A. Mark Twain, M. Howard Hughes, H. Hillary Clinton, H. King Tut, K. Okay. George Bush is G. And Dwight Eisenhower, D. Oh man. Let me throw these away. There's another. They love their dimes in this. George Gershwin. I don't remember pulling George Gershwin before. That's a new name. G in that one. It's a dime hitting the G spot. Let's see. 1 of 1 jumbo presidential relic. Ronald Reagan. R. Charles Dickens, you say. C. Barack is B. P.T. Barnum and Barnum. Albert Einstein. Ronald Reagan. Norman Rockwell. Barack Obama. Herbert Hoover. And Aaron and Alexander. Another dime. This thing's full of dimes. Paul McCartney. Hey, that's the first P, right? No, P.T. Barnum. Never mind. Donald and Melania. DM. Ben Franklin, B. Gerald Ford. Where's the G? Oh, right there. Ronnie. Johnny. Georgie. Bill. Samuel Colt. I think that's the first S. Dalai Lama. D. And Harry Houdini. Got some different names in there, but they were kind of going to the same letters that have been hitting. All right. Wait. There it goes. Yeah, nothing else in there. Ted Williams, 1 of 1 bat piece. These are these model bats, I believe. They're not the actual game-used bat or anything. It's just a model bat from that era. That goes to the T spot. That over there. Cut autograph is Clete Boyer, Yankees. Clete Boyer goes to the C. Big Perm, you get the cut in the C spot. Got a triple relic of Barack, John, and Ronnie. BJR. J.A., John and Abigail. Adams and Jimmy Carter. I heard Jimmy likes to crack corn every now and again, but a lot of people don't really care about it all that much. I read about that. 1 of 1 cut autograph is Johnny Padres, Brooklyn Dodgers. The Jays keep adding on. Who had the J again? The J is Andy. Andy's loading up. And Hank Aaron, bat piece. Model 60s, 50s, vintage baseball relic. Hammerin' Hank. All right, guys, that's it. And that is all for that one. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in. I'll do the randomizers next.